You are having some great skills, but you don't know how to start your remote career. Is that right? And you have been asking yourself, which are the best paid remote jobs? Great news, guys. There are plenty of very well paid jobs out there where you can make really good money. And the best thing is, you don't even have to have a technological background. The time has come to finally take the leap and make the first step into your new life, into remote working. Hey guys, my name is Goran, I'm 30 years old and I'm a digital nomad. I'm a freelancer in digital marketing and social media management. I am currently living in Medellin in Colombia, and today's video is made in the beautiful place of Guatapé, which is only 2 hours outside of Medellin. The goal of today's video is to talk about 8 amazing jobs that are very well paid and that can make you have an amazing remote career while you are traveling the world. In a previous video, I've been talking about 8 easy jobs with very low entry barriers. You can find this video linked here somewhere above my head. And today we want to talk about 8 jobs where you can actually make really good money and build an amazing career. After today's video, you will already know if you have some of the necessary skills to really make the step into your remote career or your digital nomad life. And if not, guys, really no worries. Some of those jobs are really easy to learn and the skills are highly demanded. For example, I myself did the same. I made a Skillshare course online and within a few days I was ready to work in one of those digital marketing jobs. So there's always opportunity to learn a new skill and start your new life within a new career. So let's start now with the main part of this video. I have very good news. So for everybody who's afraid, for example, to be a freelancer, that doesn't matter at all because you can start with all of those jobs as a freelancer. You can find easily full-time jobs or you can create your own agency or business so that you can work in the same jobs that I will recommend or mention right now in the next few minutes. Let's start with the 8 jobs in a random order. The very first job today is social ads management. Social ads management is actually nothing else than creating ads on social media platforms to target potential customers who might be interested in buying a product that you are promoting. You are targeting potential customers based on their interests, likes, demographics, gender or age, and offering them products that they potentially might be interested in and buy them. For example, the Facebook ads management is an industry that is growing a lot. There's high demand for people knowing how to set up amazing ads, how to make a good creative, which is a picture with the good text, then the copy describing what you are offering. Trust me, you can make so much money while offering those services as a freelancer or having your own digital marketing agency because everybody wants to sell through the internet and your earnings are like undescribable. You can really make lots of money or just have a very decent income. The next job is search ads management, which is kind of similar. Search ads management is different than social ads management. The biggest difference is actually in search ads, you are making the ads on search engine platforms like Google, like Yahoo or Bing. There you are not targeting people based on their demographics or interests. You are targeting people who are already looking for your products. So you are not making ads to appear in the feed of Instagram or Facebook of your potential customers. No, you're appearing in the feed of Google, for example, after having Googled a product. For example, a MacBook Air. If you are making ads for backpacks, your ads won't appear in the feed of somebody who is Googling for a MacBook Air. No, this is very based on keywords so that it appears exactly where you want it to appear with a set budget and your own biddings. Whereas for social ads, you will appear in the feed of all potential people with their interests, demographics, age, or anything. That's actually the biggest difference. Job number 3 is a software engineer. Yes, having a technological background is so much worth if you want to have a remote career or be a digital nomad. A software engineer is actually a programmer who is writing codes for softwares, for web pages, for applications. So there's lots of potential ways how you can make amazing income with this job. I have a friend here in Colombia, for example, he's making almost $10,000 with a job and working from Colombia. Imagine in a country where the minimum wage is only $250. There is a huge income potential within this job industry. One of the best news for this job is this industry is growing so much. There's a huge demand because there are not enough software engineers. So if you learn this coding within 2 or 3 years, you can actually learn this. And then for the next 20, 30, 40 years, you will have an amazing income, an amazing job. If I could turn time back, I would do it. I would study this and not business administration. Let's move to the 4th job, which is email marketing specialist. Yes, email marketing is a huge thing. Writing newsletters, setting up email campaigns, having a structure of email sending to people or potential customers based on their behavior on a web page or in a shop, anywhere. And if you're a good writer, which is actually also from the last video, which is copywriting, if you're a good writer, if you know how to awake emotions and sell a service or an experience, a journey to somebody, you can make an amazing income. Top-notch email marketing specialists make up to 300, 400 US dollars for a short email of only 300 to 400 words. So this is a very, very good career you can actually make and have an amazing lifestyle. The good thing is big companies are ready to pay big dollars for this service because they know if they invest in a very good email marketing specialist, he will generate sales, he will increase the conversion, so you will actually make a very decent income and they will be ready to pay you a very good salary for this job. So guys, we are in the middle of the video already. I would kindly ask you to subscribe, to leave a like, leave a comment. Anything is very appreciated. This helps to grow my channel a lot. Thank you very much for your support. The next job is being a consultant. That's a very big job actually, because you can be a legal consultant, marketing consultant, a business consultant, or actually anything you are good at. There are many jobs where people are starting out and you maybe have the expertise already because you've been working for 2, 3, 4 or up to 8 or more years. So you can offer these services to other companies, to other freelancers to help them grow their business and get better in what they are doing. This can also be stuff like psychological things, for example, for your well-being, how to improve yourself, how to work on your discipline. Then it's just like more being a coach than a consultant. Being a consultant is actually a very great thing. If you have already the experience, if you are not a beginner anymore, you can charge so much money. For example, in Switzerland, you can charge 200, 300 US dollars per hour for being a really good consultant, or let's say 150 US dollars. So you can actually work 4 hours a week and you make 2,500 US dollars. That's really, really doable. Obviously, it's not that easy to find those customers or clients, but if you have the experience and if you have some connections, maybe it's going to be faster and easier than you would expect it right now. The next job is being a website developer. This is the second technological job and the last one I have in my list, where you can actually make a really good income, and it is much easier to learn those skills than being a software engineer. You are creating web pages for potential customers or for your actual customers using languages like HTML or CSS. This is one of the best jobs for a digital nomad or a remote worker, as the demand is huge and it's always increasing and people are willing to pay you good money for a really good web page. Even with programs like Weebly, Squarespace or Jimdo, people with zero experience in designing or coding can create really amazing web pages, and even those web pages are in high demand because there are many customers not able to pay big dollars for a really good and well-coded web page. You don't have to need lots of experience to do this job, but I still would recommend you to learn the basics of HTML, CSS. There are so many courses on Skillshare, on YouTube, where you can pretty fast learn the skills and then actually become a very good website developer. And trust me, if you know how to sell your services or skills, you will never have no jobs because the demand is so high and there's always somebody looking for a new webpage to support him on his new journey as a business owner, digital nomad, freelancer, whatever it is. Job number 7 is being a graphic designer. Whenever you see a brochure, a flyer, a webpage, anything that has to do with actually really beautiful content with people, text, that's done by a graphic designer. As I have already mentioned many of those parts where you can find their work, that's something that is always growing and will always be in a high demand because people are looking for beautiful content that sells itself, that has an experience to tell, that has a story to tell. So having all those necessary skills with Photoshop, with Adobe Illustrator, etc., those are skills that are highly needed and highly demanded, where you can actually make a really good career and travel the world or make a good income while staying at home as well. If you have an artistic eye or enjoy making beautiful content, that's something I would recommend you a lot. Take those courses on Skillshare. You can find anything on YouTube or Udemy, anywhere. Those are some courses that are really easy to find, and actually you can learn it in a pretty fast way, in a pretty short amount of time. And with time and experience, you can become a really experienced and fantastic graphic designer. One last recommendation is niche down within an industry. Is it food? Is it real estate? Is it clothes? Anything, but if you niche down, if you become an expert in something, you will always be asked for by potential clients because you are really good at what you're doing. So niche down and don't do everything. And now we are already at the last job, which is UX or UI designer. UX is a user experience designer, whereas UI is a user interface designer. This is a fairly new job which has been introduced to the market within the last few years, so there are still not many people doing it. This role entails creating user-friendly web pages, applications, platforms where people actually enjoy the experience of doing something on the web page of a client. Since this job is still pretty new, it's a really good time to start to learn those skills because the demand is very high, because people are not selling their products anymore just because they are good. They want to sell an experience, they want to share a story with them, they want to be a part of their community and make a really difference in their life. Very similar to graphic design, you'll have to work with design programs to meet the client's expectations. If you are already a graphic designer, I would maybe even recommend you to learn those new skills to become a UX or UI designer, because you can really increase your salary and have an amazing career, and you will have less competition because you have more skills than a common graphic designer. The biggest difference is, as I have already mentioned, that they want to bring the product as a lifestyle to a potential or actual client or customer. So there is a huge future in this industry. That's something, if you learn it, you will have an amazing career and always make very good money. So, are you feeling overwhelmed now? Was this too much information for you? Then welcome to the club. Because that's exactly how I felt a few years ago when I was reading all those blogs in the internet on how to become a digital nomad, how to start my remote career. But guys, no worries. There's the basic information of today's video. Now you can focus up, you can read more about potential jobs, and then you can start getting more information and maybe learn the new skills to start your new career. I, for example, have studied business administration with a major in international marketing. I always thought I have the keys to start really an amazing international remote career. But guys, honestly, in a university you learn old stuff, you learn more theory, and the digital way is always like continuing to grow, to become a different thing. There are so many new skills, there are so many things I haven't even heard of at university. I had to teach it all by myself with Skillshare. Guys, it's so doable, trust me. You have to make the step, you have to make some effort, and you will get it paid back like 10 times, 20 times if you make this step. So guys, I repeat, if you want to have something in your life that you have never had before, you have to start doing things you have never done before. Get out of your comfort zone. I'm saying again, it's a cliche, but it's true. This is a marathon, that's not a sprint. Enjoy the journey, because you will learn so many skills. You will really learn how to start to work with new customers. It's interesting, it's amazing. You will be proud of the things you are achieving. And there's no endpoint, because there will always be new things, new changes in the environment of digital marketing or anything on the remote working path. You will have to enjoy this whole process, and then you will be happy along the way and have an amazing life. So now, while I'm talking, I will show you my summary of today's video with the 8 amazing jobs that you could learn to really have high-paid jobs for your future. Those are perfect jobs to make an amazing life where you can actually enjoy your work or your lifestyle. So guys, that has already been the next video, 8 amazing jobs, how to really make a good income. I hope you have learned a lot. Maybe you have found the courage to really learn about new jobs or new possibilities in your life. If you have enjoyed the content, please hit the subscribe button, leave a like or a comment, ask questions, give me video recommendations. Thank you very much. Have a nice day and see you in the next one.